Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Matt and Bong with Spike Media coming at you guys with another video. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to break on that boxing. Today we're going to be talking about Ryan Garcia. Breaking news, you know, he's going to be training with the Derek James. So he's going to be joining that legendary camp. Errol, Spence Jr., the Charlo brothers, Anthony Joshua, and you know, it's just obviously Errol Spence Jr., you know, that's a big camp to be joining. You know, the likes of a heavyweight champion in Anthony Joshua, and then a welterweight champion, Errol Spence Jr. Then you have the two Charlo brothers. That's a, you know, great company to be around. It's gonna make Ryan a lot better. It's gonna, you know, being around greatness is gonna really bring the best out of Ryan. It's gonna, you know, bring out those, you know, those tweaks that he needs to make. Derek James is a tremendous trainer. Obviously, you know, he keeps, you know, he likes to establish the fundamentals and really work around that, and it's something I think that Ryan, you know, needs, and especially with the high guard, that's really gonna, you know, be interesting, because the high guard is something that Derek James, you know, really likes to emphasize within his fighters and make sure that they, you know, remember that during the fight and stay disciplined. You know, keeping that high guard, keeping your hands up, and you know, moving off to the side, pivoting, using your, you know, using your feet, and you know, moving well, and then, you know, landing shots to the body, and then, you know, the head will follow. Learning that you don't, you know, you're not always going to be able to knock everybody out. That's good stuff from Derek James that I think Ryan Garcia needs to understand and learn, and it's a great move for me. You know, in my opinion, I think it's the best thing that Ryan Garcia could have done is work with a guy like Derek James, because he's going to make sure that Ryan's on the fundamentals, and he's going to push Ryan, in my opinion. And being in that stable around the Charlo brothers, Errol Spence Jr. and Anthony Joshua, you're only going to get better. You're only going to be exposed to greatness and good habits. So, in my opinion, this is a great move for Ryan Garcia. It's the best move he could have made, going with Derek James as his trainer, because Derek James he's a brilliant boxing mind. He's been in the ring. He's a fighter. He gets it, and he's been training, you know, tremendous fighters. So Frank Martin, oh my goodness, you know, there are a lot of guys within that camp that are dangerous, heavy hitters, but Ryan could definitely, you know, evolve into one of those guys that has the basic fundamentals down. And, you know, if he does and he learns how to fight like all of these guys, he's going to be a problem, and he'll be back for that Tank rematch, in my opinion. But he has to work at it. Obviously, a lot of work to do, a lot of hard work he's going to have to put in the gym with Derek James and all these guys. But I think it's worth it. I think this is the best decision Ryan could have made. You know, it's not like Eddie Reynoso, where, yeah, you're still surrounded by greatness and you're exposed to a lot of, you know, opportunities and a lot of knowledge, but at the same time, there's a language barrier, not only between him and Eddie Reynoso, his head trainer, but him and Canelo, who is, you know, a big asset. But at the end of the day, you know, if he's not, you know, he can't speak perfect English, so sometimes things get lost in translation between Eddie and, you know, Ryan. So that's something you can't have with a trainer and a fighter. So I'm happy that Ryan Garcia is going to be with Derek James, because he's a good trainer. They're going to be able to communicate well, and Derek James isn't going to sugarcoat anything for Ryan. He's going to give it to him straight, let him know what it is, and, you know, the adjustments he has to make. He's not going to be Ryan's friend. He's going to teach him and tell him what exactly he needs to do to win fights and become a better fighter. So this is a big move. Obviously, leaving Joe Goosen, legendary trainer, but guess what? Like Vito Milnicki, sometimes it doesn't work out. You know, the chemistry, you know, could be great at sometimes, and then you just learn that there might be better opportunities for you, and it's not that deep. That doesn't mean Joe Goosen has to hate Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia has to hate Joe Goosen. You know, Joe Goosen was on the record after it was announced that they parted ways, Ryan Garcia and Joe Goosen. And Joe said that, you know, Ryan's a talented kid. He wishes him nothing but the best, and he called him, and you know, he reached out to him, and, you know, they broke things off, but it was, you know, very respectful, and you know, it's professional, and he's a real man. That's what Joe Goosen said. So Ryan's not being childish about it. He's not blaming anybody. He's just, you know, making the tweaks and adjustments he feels are going to be best for his career. And I think, you know, putting Derek James as your head trainer, and then being surrounded by the likes of Errol Spence Jr., the Charlo brothers, and, you know, Frank Martin, Anthony Joshua, all of these guys, they're going to have stuff that, you know, Ryan Garcia needs to absorb. And, you know, likewise, they're going to learn from Ryan as well. You know, you might say all he does is hit hard, but, you know, the way he throws his punches, you know, the way he markets himself, I think that it might be helpful to these guys, and I think that they're all going to make each other better. That's a scary stable. That's a scary camp, and I'm excited to see what Ryan Garcia does next, because it makes me happy, because, you know, this is exactly what Ryan Garcia needed. A solid trainer who's gonna, you know, drill you on the fundamentals, call you out on your mistakes, on your bad habits, and then fix them and build off them and evolve you into the fighter that, you know, will allow you to reach your highest potential. And I'm excited for Ryan Garcia. I'm happy for him. Coming off that loss to Gervonta Davis, you know, obviously he had to think about things, and this is one of the first adjustments of many, where, you know, he's going to put his career on the trajectory to, you know, fight the best at 140 and then continue his career and make a run. And then, you know, he might be in the conversation for a world title shot at 140. We don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm very optimistic about, you know, his situation and his decision to join Derek James, because, you know, this is the history and the output and the results speak for themselves. You know, all the champions he has and the talent, it's, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So Ryan joining this camp is going to make him a much better fighter, in my opinion. I'm really happy he made this decision. Boy, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see, you know, what Derek James is able to do with Ryan Garcia and how he changes his style, makes those tweaks, and improves him as a fighter. So we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If Derek James is the perfect match for Ryan Garcia, I personally think he couldn't have gone anywhere better. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Derek James and Ryan Garcia joining that stable of greatness with Anthony Joshua, the Charlo brothers, Errol, Spence Jr., and Frank Martin, all these legends, all these, you know, good fighters. Great fighters, Hall of Fame fighters, future Hall of Fame fighters, so world champions, baby. You know, you're joining greatness. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another Naz Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.